Hello everyone, my name is Andrew and today I'm going to be talking about installing Python to your computer. So this module is pretty much just going to cover installing Python on Windows. I'm going to give an example. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what buttons you need to press to configure it properly, and then I'm going to kind of do like an overview of how to do it on Mac since I don't have a Mac, so I'll just kind of tell you guys how to do it. So let me show you guys how to install it on Windows. It's pretty simple, but I'm going to get out of here. And the first step, all you need to do is go to python.org, so just python.org, and you're just going to click on downloads. And then what you're going to see is that python.org is going to automatically determine what OS you have, so all you have to do is click on download Python 3.97. Some of the libraries you might be using might require a specific version, so you can get all those ones down here. If you want to get a different version, but we're going to get the newest one, 3.9.7. So if we click on that, it's automatically going to add the installer. I've already done this, so I'm just going to add it down here. Let me replace the old one like that. And now this is going to get us the installer. So it's going to come down here in our downloads, and all you have to do is click on that, and it's just going to be like a typical app installer that you might see within Windows. But there's going to be a couple options that we're going to need to click on. It might be a little different since I've already installed it, but I'll show you guys how to go through those real quick as soon as it finished installing. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to click on modify. It should be the same. So basically what you're going to want to do is documentation. That's fine, you don't need to worry about that. Pip you're going to need for installation. Idle is really good if you're just starting out with Python. The test suite and the PyLauncher, you don't need to worry about that because typically you'll be in an IDE. Next, these are some more options. Install for all users. So if you have multiple users on your computer, I only have one, so it shouldn't be an issue. You can install it for all the users on your computer. Don't worry about doing the top one. And then I would recommend creating the shortcut for installed applications and adding Python to environment variables. If you want, you can always add it later on, but this is just so you don't have to do it later on. And then you can customize the install location if you want. You can put it on maybe your other drive. Python itself is a pretty small download, so I'd probably recommend putting it on your C drive if you have like an SSD and a bigger hard drive. And then all you should have to do is click install. And then it's just going to add it to the path. If you're wondering what it means to add it to the path, I'll show you that by going down to Windows Search and doing environment, edit environment variables. It should show up here. You're going to click on that, and you can see that within these variables, these are just various environment variables that the computer uses. So for example, say the computer needs the number of processors, it'll find that there. Let's see if we can find Python in here. No, not in there. It might not have gotten added. So once again, you can just add Python later on, so that's okay. But that's all you need to do. Once again, if you want to get a different version, you just click on downloads and then scroll down here and you can find the different versions. Okay, let me show you guys how to do it on Mac. So installing on Mac will typically have Python 2.7 already, especially if you've already downloaded Xcode, but this is a very outdated version. It's a whole generation behind. So what you really want is the newest version available of version 3. So then there's two options for Mac. The first thing is you can just install it from python.org, pretty much the exact same of how we did it on Windows, or you can use Homebrew. And Homebrew is a package manager. If you're familiar with Linux at all, you might be familiar with package managers, but basically they're a way to download files. And to do this, what you're going to do is first you're going to need to install Homebrew from this GitHub link by typing in this command. You can pause it or take a screenshot of these and get those. And then you're going to have to add this to your profile to add that to your path. And then once you have Homebrew, all you have to do is do brew install Python. Perfect. So that's how to do it on Mac. It's very similar, and you should be able to do it just by going to the website just like we did before. But if not, you can use Homebrew. That's all for today. Bye.